Here is a Republic exclusive report from inside the Grand Ram Mandir, which is set to open for devotees in January next. The construction at the temple in Ayodhya is in full swing. Take a look.
Republic TV is reporting from the temple town of Ayodhya, and in just 6 months from now is when the Grand Ram temple will be open for the devotees to offer their prayers. 24/7, 365 days, and about 550 workers working tirelessly in 2 shifts. They are working tirelessly and diligently to make sure that the Ram temple is constructed on time. And there you see the Ram temple, the Grand Ram temple is taking shape. Now remember, this Ram temple is one of the largest and one of the most grand Ram temples that is being built in the world, and it will have about 5 domes, which has never happened in the history. And 5 domes, a temple of 5 domes, is the first and one of its kind in the history of temples. Now this construction work is already 50% done. What we do know is that the base of the temple has been completed, and it's just the finishing that needs to be done. Now this is the first floor of the temple where we are going to take you. Remember, the first floor will also house the Ram Lala, that is the Sanctum sanctorum of the temple. We'll take you inside and we'll show you how does the Ram Mandir from the first floor actually looks like. We are right now in the first floor of the Grand Ram temple. Remember, like I was saying, the base has already been completed, and this is the first floor which is under construction. And soon, later this year, is what we are getting to know that the most of the construction work, that is 90% of the construction work, will be completed. And by January, that is around 24th to 25th of January, after Makar Sankranti, is when the Ram temple will be open for devotees. We are taking you to the Sanctum sanctorum, that is the Garbhagriha of the temple. But before we take you there, we would like you to focus on the walls, the beautiful walls that are being carved out by the artisans. Remember, these pink sandstones wall are from Bharatpur in Rajasthan. These walls that you see on your screens have actually come in from Bharatpur in Rajasthan. The floor of the Ram temple will be built from stones from Karnataka, and the artisans that are coming in are from Delhi. So a vision of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat is also being engraved. Like you see, the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya will house about 3,600 figurines based on Hindu Shastra. Beautiful statues are being carved on the stone based on the Shastra stories. They will later be pasted on the pillars, bases, and other designated places in the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir. Now, according to the construction schedule that we have, the sculptures are also being made in different parts, and it is not just the Ram temple, but the Ayodhya, but the whole of Ayodhya that is getting a facelift before the 2024, because 2024 is when the opening of the Grand Ram temple will take place. Remember, the Grand Ram temple, the ideation and the work behind it was did actually start from 2019, and it's almost been 2 to 3 years, and the Ram temple is half done. The other half of the Ram temple will be completed by later this year. Like I was saying, the ground floor of the Ram temple building work has been finished, and the Sanctum sanctorum of Lord Ram will be finished by December 2023. The Ram Lala statue that we are talking about will be of 51 feet, and it will be placed inside the Sanctum sanctorum, where a flag has already been placed. So that flag actually symbolizes the area where the Ram Lala idol will be placed. Now remember, the Ram Lala idol was actually being made from the Shalimar stones that was being brought from Nepal. But what we also know is that the Shalimar stones actually, when the idols were being carved out of the Shalimar stones, it actually had cracks. So now the Shalimar stones will not be used. Stones from Karnataka is what we know will will be taken into consideration to make the idol of Ram Lalla. Where we are taking you to now is the Sanctum Sanctorum of the temple. Now this is the area, this is the holy area where the Ram Lalla idol, that is Lord Ram's statue, will be placed. And there a flag has already been kept. A flag has already been kept there, and Ram Lalla idol, which will be of 51 feet, will be placed there in the Sanctum Sanctorum of the temple. The whole of Ram temple complex in Ayodhya is projected to be at a cost of about 1,000 to 1800 crores. And remember, there are many methods that are being taken so that to ensure that the Ram temple is can last long. Like, say for example, the construction of the Ram temple, a copper will be used instead of iron so that it's not rusted. So these are few of the measures that is being undertaken by the authorities here to ensure that the Ram temple is built in a very safe space that lasts long and that does not get rusted. Here you see exclusive visuals of the Sanctum Sanctorum. We are showing it to you. And the walls that you see of inside the Sanctum Sanctorum actually depicts the holy scriptures of the Hindu mythology, and it has been made in a very thoughtful way so as it depicts the Hindu Shastras and the Hindu mythology. Quite literally a grand Ram temple in making. It is already taking shape, and most of the work will be completed by January 2024. In Ayodhya, the grand Ram temple is taking shape. Republic TV is right now at the first floor of the Ram temple, which is under construction. The work of the Ram temple at the first floor will be completed by December this year. The finishing will be done also in December, and by January 24 to 25th, that is after Makar Sankranti, is when we are getting to know that the temple will be open for the devotees. Now, special attention have been paid to the Ram temple here, because remember, it is not just about a temple being constructed, but it is about a faith that people have shown. Because remember, back in 2019, when the verdict had come of the Ram Janmabhoomi, of the disputed land, it was made sure by the Supreme Court that this land will be given to the Hindus for the construction of the Ram temple, and land was given to Muslims. The other land was given to Muslims to make the masjid there. Now, soon after the verdict came, 8 months after, is when Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone, and since then the construction of the Ram temple has been an urgency for the UP government. Right now what you see on your screens is the construction of the Ram temple. This is one of the area which is said to be a sit and prayer area when the Ram temple will be completed. Special attention has been paid to ensure that the construction of the Ram temple is safe for 1,000 years. Granite stones have been installed on the floor below so that the water does not reach the surface, and pink sandstones from Rajasthan have been installed. They are soft stones which are being carved in Rajasthan, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh, and these stones are also told to be safe for about 1,000 years. Now the first three, now the temple will have 5 mandapas. The first 3 from the entrance to the Sanctum Sanctorum, and the remaining 2 will flank the temple. The walls of the floor of the Sanctum Sanctorum will have white marbles. A total of 7,000 idols are being carved on the pillars and the walls of the premises. A pilgrim facilitation center is being built half a kilometer away from the temple. So quite a lot of thoughts, quite a lot of ideation that was underway since 2019 when the SC verdict had come out. हमारे साथ अभी मौजूद हैं अनिल मिश्रा जी. ही इज़ वन ऑफ द ट्रस्टीज ऑफ द राम टेम्पल. सर, ब्रीफली हमें बता दीजिए, क्योंकि आप भी बहुत व्यस्त लग रहे हैं, हमें बता दीजिए ये जो राम टेम्पल है वो फाइनली कितना काम हो चुका है और कब तक इसकी ओपनिंग हम एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. आइए यहाँ पे हम लोग बात करते हैं, यहाँ पे चलते चलते, बिकॉज यहाँ पे जो आपकी जो दीवारें हैं, जो तस्वीरें इन पे बन रही हैं, वो भी काफ़ी सुंदर नज़र आ रही हैं. तो कब तक लग रहा है ये कंस्ट्रक्शन हो जाएगा?
देखिए, दिसंबर 2023 तक भूतल का निर्माण पूर्ण हो जाएगा। अभी पूरा हो चुका है पत्थरों का काम, अब श्रृंगार का काम चलना है, वो प्रारंभ हुआ है। आपने गर्भगृह में दर्शन किया ही है, वहाँ सफ़ेद मार्बल की क्लाइडिंग्स लगाई जा चुकी है, गर्भगृह एक ढंग से तैयार है। दरवाजे का काम बाकी है, वो भी अनुराधा मार्बल हैदराबाद की कंपनी को निर्माण काम दिया गया, वो भी तैयार कर रहे हैं, समय से उसको भी लगा देंगे। हम ये कह सकते हैं कि फर्श का काम वाइट मार्बल के द्वारा वो भी पत्थर तैयार होकर के आ गया है, उस पर इनले का काम शुरू होगा। साथ ही साथ विशेष प्रकार की प्रकाश व्यवस्था का काम होगा, लकड़ी का दरवाज़ों का काम, फर्श का काम, प्रकाश व्यवस्था का काम, और इन खंभों में मूर्तिकारी, जिसको रूप काम कहते हैं, उसका काम चल रहा है। दिसंबर 23 तक ये सारे काम पूरे हो जाएं, इसमें हमारे सभी इंजीनियर्स और ट्रस्ट पूरी तन्मयता के साथ लगे हैं। मकर संक्रांति के बाद जो निर्धारित तिथि होगी शुभ मुहूर्त, उसमें देश दुनिया के राम भक्त आकर के दर्शन कर सकें भगवान रामलला का, इस विश्वास के साथ हम इस काम में लगे।
There you have a big announcement there made by one of the trustees, Anil Mishra ji, who's clearly stated that after Makar Sankranti, whatever holy date the Pandits, the saints here will give, will be the inauguration date of the Ram temple. Remember, the inauguration will take place after Makar Sankranti. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, UP CM Yogi Adityanath will absolutely be present in the inauguration of the Grand Ram temple, after which it will be open for the devotees. We have with us Mr. Jagdish, who is the project manager here at Ram Mandir. Sir, a beautiful Ram temple is taking shape. We would like to know what is the progress and at when is the specific time when the construction will be completed.
This is the area which is called Ram Janmabhoomi Tirthasthan. In earlier references in court, it was called as Pindarak. This is the place where all earlier temples were situated, and we found them each and everybody. Around 5 temples we found out when we were doing the excavation. So this is a speciality that this has been the place for the last 3,500 years where Ram temple was there. So there is no claim. Anybody can do it anytime in future or in the past. We are very happy because this part of the things we have been able to do it because Supreme Court in its verdict has said very clearly ये हिंदुओं का ही स्थान है.
So you basically found the remains of the temple when you were actually excavating the land, right?
Yes, yes.
What are the specific things that you find?
We went down by around 60 feet, excavated all these parts. ASI people were there in front of us, and ASI people also told us with all clarity and testing again time scale that this has been 3,500-year-old structure, and there have been number of structures prevailing earlier. But one after the other, maybe because of natural calamities, the things went down. But the last one was because of Babur. Probably, again, that was demolished in 92, and we are making a new mandir.
The biggest challenge here will be actually to protect this grand Ram temple for thousands of years. So what are the steps that are being undertaken?
See, down below is the concrete. It is in RCC, roller compacted concrete, which will last for 1,000 years. On the top of that is a granite. We have around 17,000 stones used, each one weighing around 3 tons, 5 feet by 3 feet by 2 feet, and the plinth is made out of that. On the top of that, there is again 26 feet high, 2.5 मंजिला ऊंची है. उसके ऊपर जो अभी काम हो रहे हैं, this all are made out of pink red color, Bansi Paharpur. That is again a sandstone. And we have done the stability analysis through CBRI, and it is very confirmed by CBRI, CSIR, that this will last for 1,000 years.
So we are expecting the temple to be open for devotees by January next year?
Yes, by January we will have the ground floor completed. It is almost complete, it is 90% over. We will be doing the flooring part. First floor also would have completed, and the Gumbaj part of Nritya, Ranga, Kirtan and Prarthana Mandap. So with that, we will hardly have something which is balanced, and that will be Shikhar. This part of the Shikhar is bound to go. Even thereafter, लोग आएंगे, देखना शुरू करेंगे. In spite of that, our work will continue externally and we'll complete it by next Diwali.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much for speaking to Republic. Thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome to see the things again.
Thank you. So that was project manager of Ram Mandir, who was actually speaking exclusively to Republic and saying that the construction of the base is almost done. First floor will be completed by December, and the third floor, which you are talking about, will be done by next Diwali, is when we are getting to know. So quite a grand setting there that is being constructed here in Ayodhya, the land of temples, and all eyes will be on the grand opening of the biggest and the largest Ram temple. This is Tanisha Avasthi with Vijay Mahinder reporting from Uttar Pradesh for Republic TV.